Hi, I'm Jason, a higher ed specialist here at Classbuddy. Classbuddy is an AI platform for higher education that empowers departments to build no-code AI agents to streamline support and reduce workloads. It integrates seamlessly with existing systems like your LMS, Canvas, Blackboard, for example, as well as systems like Workday and ServiceNow. Today, I'm going to give you a little demo of the platform and show you how you can work with it. As you can see, ClassBuddy integrates with the LMS. In this case, it's Canvas. You can see the ClassBuddy link right here. Students would click that. ClassBuddy will then load within Canvas or your LMS. They'll also see these 4 prompts. These are 4 customizable questions that the instructor can include. You can use frequently asked questions or even questions like this just to give students a guide as to what they can ask ClassBuddy. Now let's go through some use cases. In these examples, this AI agent is developed as a virtual teaching assistant. We'll start off with a question about the assignment, and I'll use one of these standard questions as an example. Help me with this specific assignment. And you'll see it will respond back with a review of all of the instructions and guidance to completing the assignment, including resources, links to resources. Let's ask it a different question. This is a question pertaining to some of the content, a concept within the content. And you see it responds back with information explaining that. Now I'm going to give you a brief walkthrough of the admin side of ClassBuddy. This is where you will set up, in this case, the virtual teaching assistant. As you can see, you include the contact information for the faculty member and the human teaching assistant, along with the course start and end dates, as well as your customized welcome message. This message will be seen by students when they log into ClassBuddy. In addition to that welcome message, they'll also be able to see 4 sample questions. You can use this as a great way to include frequently asked questions, as well as questions that will help guide students as examples of what to ask the system. Under the prompt template section, you'll include information to help guide ClassBuddy. This is going to tell us what type of assistant this is going to be, how to react, what questions to react to, what information to access, and so on. You even provide some guidance, and in this case, if you look at the guardrails, in reference to practice questions or studying assistance, it'll tell you the system, ask one question at a time, provide feedback, and so on. So you can explain that however that you would like. There's guidance for if the answer is not found, what to do. And if there's anything outside of the norm, you can include that as well to respond. Under data source, you'll configure ClassBuddy to connect to your LMS, in this case, Canvas. You even have the ability to turn off certain sections of the course. So if there's areas of the course material you did not want ClassBuddy to access, you could deselect that. If you have any material that lives outside of the LMS, you could upload those files as well, and ClassBuddy would reference the course material plus those files. Under access management, this is where you're going to determine who has access to that course and who can utilize ClassBuddy in that instance. The advanced setup section provides options for you to customize the type of responses that the system will provide. I won't get into the technical area here, but just know you are able to adjust this, and that's something that we would go over in greater detail later. Next, you'll enter your course schedule and course options, things like traceability, chat history. What that means is that you are going to want to save the chat history. So any prompts, any questions that students ask will be visible to faculty. Schedule pipeline is where you automate the updating process. So every night at a certain time, ClassBuddy will sync up with Canvas or your LMS to update any information that changed during that time frame. LMS configuration, again, fairly straightforward. This is where you're going to provide the information to integrate into your platform. I just mentioned chat history a moment ago. Here's a look at what you will see when you're reviewing those chat logs. Again, you can see the questions that were asked, the answers that were responded, as well as, it'll reference any issues or anything that came along during that interaction. Under pipeline status, this is where you would see the updates. Did it update last night? Is it in the process of updating? So on. And that's all. It's really that easy. No codes, no learning curve. Your AI agent is created and deployed in minutes. If you're interested in learning more, go ahead and try it on our sample course and see how it works.